Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Part 29. In the previous video, we were finally freed from the hellscape that is the courtroom and we're allowed to have fun again by investigating and not being constantly reminded of how dumb we are. What did we do? We basically learned that Matt is maybe a bad guy. Now I'm desperately trying to bring up the court record, there it goes. We learned that Matt is potentially a bad guy who hired Day Killer, this man, to murder Juan. I originally thought that, but then right after I presented it as a theory, Edgeworth was like, hey, I just had this cool idea. And now I'm like, nah, Edgeworth, you're wrong. It's not that simple, you fool. How could you ever believe such a foolish idea, you fool? Yeah, let's talk to old lady. What's up, lady? So, rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Oh, we have to present that thing first, right? Ah, you're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper. You're a million light years too early to be facing Brock. What? Light years measure time, not distance. Looks like the only way I'm gonna get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgy Boy. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at... What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy Poo! Ah! Is that her perfume? Pheromone d'Amour I smell. Ugh. Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Well, okay, first off, we're not young, okay? We're an adult. Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly? That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so. You understand? Also, have you always had a ring? Letter of introduction. I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook. Oh, okay. Goodbye. Looks like she has really strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. That may be, but you know nothing's gonna come of it. That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared. Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a frickin' handprint on my face somehow. Can she even reach Phoenix? Like, does she have to like hop up and then slap him? So anyway, let's continue our investigation. Okay. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat! Hey! What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into On Guard's room today. Why? The police's main investigation team is going to be there all day, you hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating Day Killer. Don't go in there! Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat! Please. Game? Thank you for allowing me to play. Nope, okay. Any second now. Thank you. Just you know, like, I don't know, 5 weeks, depending on how shipping is nowadays. I mean, shipping's not still absolutely fucked, but, I remember what it was for a while there. I can't remember what it was. I remember ordering something and it took like 3 months, which, I mean, you know, it's understandable. It's a very low priority item. This was like back, you know, like during like last summer. So, you know, back when shipping was all messed up, but I think it still takes like 3 weeks. Looks like we're the only ones here. I mean, you know, what I could have done if I was a sensible person, as soon as I noticed that the cord was starting to break, you would just order a replacement because it's like $5. But instead, what if I just never did anything until it like was almost completely broken and then had to complain about it? If only there was some way to stop this. Looks like we're the only ones here. Come on, man. There we go. And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about Day Killer. I want to eat a meal with Mystic Maya again. Well, too bad. Yeah, me too. Whenever I watch Mystic Maya eat like she does, it makes me happy about eating, and then I can eat a lot. Well then, how about after we arrive at this case, we all go out for a huge 20-course feast? Okay, let's work really hard then. Wait, how are we gonna pay for that? Pearl, can I have some money? You got all that village money, right? That's like basically like a cult or something. Do they give you a tithe? This sure is one luxurious hotel. This is all the same. Or at least that one is, so I'm gonna assume everything else is the same. Hey, city boy! Lotta, you're still here. Wrecking course. An investigative photographer eats her stars on her ability to staff at the scoop. Yeah, you do realize you missed her going in and out of the door 2 fucking times? That actually like kind of makes me mad. Because like you can kind of like assume that, okay, if they're saying that Lotta is positioned out there waiting to take the shot, like she doesn't catch her leaving. Like it'd make one sense for her to miss her entering, or like as the Nickel Samurai, because A, that's not really what she's looking for. You know, she's looking for Adrian, but like she's camped out there looking for Adrian, and then she misses her leaving and exiting twice. That's like actually a bit much. An investigative photographer eats her stars on her ability to snap up with a scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know? Like something's always about to happen. But, do you have a camera? Given? What? You just made that up. Nobody actually says that. Photographers gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know? What? Oh, I'm hanging around here. Got my disposable camera. Got it from the convenience store for $75. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? And we have a picture of the camera. Would you please take a look at this? Nope, sorry, nope, no can do. Only thing I want to see is a steaming hand towel. What? A steaming hand towel? Need one for my eyes. Today just ain't a good day for my eyes to be looking at stuff. How convenient. Maybe I'll have to use that one next time you show me something. I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know? Followed a few stars. I mean, like, this is a fine explanation, but, like, you could have given me that, I don't know, before? Got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them, too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. Which is fine. Like, that's perfectly fine. If that's the explanation for why she didn't get a shot. But give me that shit first before you make the fact that she missed her going in between the rooms multiple times a pivotal part of the trial. Security lady also wasn't in the hallway the whole time either. I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. So about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah, can I believe what you've written? You mean stuff about On Guard shoving his manager lady onto Corita? Yeah, nah, I made that shit up. Yeah. Well, I mean, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Like fiction. A song of lies and mo lies. Whatever came to mind. Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldooters. What? I couldn't say the real phrase or else we get banned by the ESRB. Hey, what's up with y'all? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Then he would say something about go fetch a switch, and you'd have to go out into the dang tree and find a switch, and if you didn't find the right one, then they just kick you in the face. Man, isn't child abuse funny when you think about it? Hey, why do you like you suddenly got older too? Or am I just shrinking here? My baby, my $1,600 baby. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't you? So put in a few good words for me and get back with my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, nag that guy real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee he'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, reckon it's time for me to get... Wait, I still haven't presented faces to you. Tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you there too, little one. Keep up the good work, okay? Okay. Don't be picky about your food now. Okay. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right here to me. Would you please just leave already? I wanted to present faces to you, though. So they won't let us go in On Guard's room, right? A piece of paper taped to the door that says, Matt On Guard's room. The old lady told us about this, didn't she? That we can't go in this room tonight? Wonder if an investigation briefing is going on right now inside. Not Detective Gumshoe. Put your ear to the door, Phoenix. I could understand flowers in front of the dressing room. What are stuffed bears doing here? Could it be that there's an action store with a soft spot for teddy bears? Nah, can't be. Yeah, we did find a bear at, or we didn't find it, but, you know, on the other side of the room, the door where Maya is, there was a bear in there. Let's see, record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. Even now, no one really has any idea. I got an idea. Not really, but... Mr. Nick! What is that otherworldly ghastly moaning? Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost! I hate evil ghosts! What? I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon. Excuse me, who you calling a demon, brat? Ah! Zoinks, it's the alien! Get him, Pearls! Who are you calling an alien? Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat! Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldback. What are you doing here? What is wrong with you youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects to the poor Juan, and you're here disturbing me. You know anything about this menace to society? I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you. She's clamming up like the old clam she is. Please, anything would be helpful. Well then, how about oh no, yeah, okay, that's the same. You say anything about Juan? If you don't say anything about Juan, you ain't gonna say nothing. You ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? Dude, nobody respects our attorney's badge in this game. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, triggered, deceived, bamboozled, boomed by that fraud photographer in her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face. With that imbecilic look on her face. Okay, got it. Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. You're gonna take notes that at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole time. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corlita? He was the most popular star you know, especially where it counts in my book. But I heard that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. On Guard. Well, that's just a recent thing, bad luck and all that, you know? But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all the fans had for him. Are they all yours? Maybe. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? The presents. They're all bears, right? Bears beats Battlestar Galactica? She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Corlita's presents from his fans seem to be bears. That's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. What? The bears? I mean, we did see that picture with the Jammin' Ninja where, like, he was like a Disney princess or something. Bears? Why bears? You don't know? When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. Barehanded with a bear? It was very scary. Almost... bear. I don't know, I couldn't think of anything. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after that fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out, down by the river going, you sure can fight. You too, bub. You too. You sure this is a drama and not Dragon Ball Z? Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. Ever since the fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. What is that infernal racket? One of the presents going off sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime. Actually, it says it's barely 8 o'clock. Well, I guess, yeah, that would mean it's past 8. It's just barely turned 8. Yeah, that makes sense. That startled me. I thought for a second I was gonna die. 8 p.m.? That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? I'm sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Well, that's not important. Just hang that up. Probably a spam phone call. The transceiver! Hello, yes, this is the U.S., the IRS. You have forgotten to pay your taxes. Please forward us $500 in iTunes gift cards, please. This is very important and very official. Goodbye. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how's Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I've heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good. No, Mystic Maya! One more day, please. That's all I ask for is one more day. I'm pausing for dramatic effect. There we go. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. Suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. I mean, you know, we're kind of like in the same spot, right? Like if he were to kill Maya, then we have no reason to continue defending Matt, and then he gets found guilty. So really, we both kind of have equal leverage in this situation. Please, let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. A little... What is it, the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems... bad. Connect. Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break? He'll excuse me? I'll excuse something? If you'll excuse me? What happened? I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. Okay, do you know anything of electronics? I don't have anything to say, Dylan, just like you want to see my measurements? It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it. Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much. Oh no. I'm in this picture and I kind of don't like it. Does this mean I'm a child? There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from. This bottle, it's tomato juice. We had a lot of food at the award show that night. That's all the same. You say anything new? So the Nickel Samurai's costume was in here? Yeah. I can't believe Mr. Corito went so far just to say bad things about Mr. Enguarde. Well, it was a press conference, so he had to go in costume. Why? But weren't Mr. Enguarde and Mr. Corito friends? No? They weren't friends. They couldn't be friends because they were rivals. So a rival is someone who's a strong enemy? I mean, kind of. I mean, eventually, you know, we'll work together to, like, save the Earth from an alien invasion or something. Pearls is really fired up over this, and I don't have an answer for her. An electronics expert. Well, there's obviously many people we could talk to, such as, well, you see, there's, we haven't gone here yet, have we? Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another. They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will you? Pass the victims list around. You gotta be kidding me, there's over 100 people on here. Mr. Nick? Is Mr. Enguarde really that big and bad of a criminal? Well, no, not him, the guy he hired. Actually, Pearls, never mind, it sounds like they're working on a different case. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Very well, now why do you want to work for our company? Well, that would have to be because I feel like I would help this company grow. Can I insert my alternate answer? Because food tastes good, me need money to buy food, so don't die. Give job. The end. You must be doing image training for corporate interviews. But why? These are the detectives' desks. They're a lot tighter than I expected. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Prosecutor Von Karma was shot in front of the courthouse. Shouldn't you have known about that by now? Who did it? Who shot her? Not my waifu. I have a sneaking suspicion that even Gumshoe could do this guy's job. It's kind of cute. No, it's not. It's a hell spawn. That's the same. Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice, thanks. I also took liberty of dipping into the company funds to give me a sexy French maid outfit. A rich man's luxurious full-course meal, out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all that trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oops, looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. You've gotta be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask him about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. You know an electronics expert? A transceiver? Oh, Mr. Nick. You should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? And I was talking to the kidnapper who just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. I don't hear any static, pal. You okay? Do we need to go down to the hospital? I hear that Dr. Hody, however you say it. Man, I hear he's got a way with his hands. They just press all up and down your body, and they don't really help you at all, actually. It kind of just makes you feel like a piece of meat. Not speaking from experience here, of course. Let's change topic. Huh? Maybe it fixed itself? That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? I mean, it wouldn't be on our end because it was working at first, so it was only when he went to go towards Maya that the thing cut out, so maybe she was like channeling and that fucked with it? I don't know. Because I mean, I guess she probably got, well, she didn't really escape, right? She just kind of like escaped out into that larger room. Anything at the clinic? Nope. Anything at the criminal affairs? Nope. Detention center? What about, I mean, do we have anything new? We got a card. Oh yeah, do you know about this card? Card! Edgeworth, for some reason, went pale the instant he saw this card. Oh, I know what this is, pal. You do? No matter what you look at, I'd say it's a picture of a shell. That's it? Oh yeah, that's right. It's a pink shell. Mr. Edgeworth really likes those cooked snail things. Actually, I'm trying to progress, but there it goes. What do they call again? Escargot? Something like that? Don't know what the T there's for. I feel like the T's just there to trick foreigners so they can laugh at us. Stupid idiots. All those, oh, this letter's silent. Ooh, I gotcha. Mr. Nick, I think we just solved the mystery of why Mr. Edgeworth's face turned pale, right? As I suspected, Gumshoe has no clue. Okay, take me back to the hotel. Take me back to the hall. Take me back to the... Well, I guess we could go to the living room. Or not. We did just go to every location, and nothing happened, so... Okay, something new here. Okay, so I guess... Well, that doesn't really make sense, because the phone call was working fine at first, but... This transceiver... Whenever we're in this room, it starts acting up and hissing static at us. I wonder if there's someone we can talk to about this. Moon Lady. Moon Lady. Please. Controller. I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you. Anyone we could talk to about this? It's so soft. I mean, I guess we could maybe now try and go back to the police department. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. The only bad part about investigations, menu navigating hell. Nothing? And you know nothing. We don't have anyone to talk to, it's just old lady and you. Convention center? No? Went to criminal affairs. Went to there. Come here. There's living room. Nothing. Frickin' nobody. Still nothing. Transceiver, we're in this. Is there someone we can talk to? I mean, do you say anything new? I mean, well, maybe if we go back, maybe Gumshoe has a new line or something? A dialogue? Because, I mean, these are the only two people we can talk to. There it goes. So, what is electromagnet? Yeah, it did flash up red, so that was your hint to know that you could talk to him. I thought we already had. Well, no, because we've had others before with 4 lines of, or 4 lines are up there, so it just replaces one of the old ones. But it's something that happens on a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. Stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? Huh? Computer? It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird. Oh, yeah, the TV does do that. So that's what you're talking about. He seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. Oh no, I'm in this picture and I don't like it. So the room you were in when that interference with the transceiver happened, there's gotta be something that's sending out very strong radio raves. Something like a listening device. Hey, speaking of that, what happened to my accent earlier? I was just kind of talking normally, man. That felt kind of weird. What did you do to me, Mr. Phoenix, right? And now I'm talking like you. What happened when it happened? Or where were you when it happened? We were in Mr. Corito's room, the scene of the murder. What? That's it. I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later. All right, pal? Wait, Gumshoe? Oh, yeah, baby. It's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yee-haw! It was just a regular yeah, but... I mean, if you see a yee that long, it's gotta be, like, preceded with a haw. We should be going too, Mr. Nick. All right, let's go. I mean, do I need to actually go here? No? Okay. Wanted to make sure. I didn't want to go through 45 menus and then have to backtrack. No! I saw H. Or hotel, I thought it said hallway. Hey! You're finally here, pal. Yeah, I'm sorry, the menus are hard to navigate. Sorry to keep you waiting. Do you have the, bug sweeper? No, I couldn't find it, so I just got a can of Raid. Figure if I spray that around, maybe we can run it out of its hiding spot. I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. Then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So, yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Hey, man, you got 2 eyeballs, man. Hey, calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's. Wow, so this is a bug sweeper. Looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh, so 1843? Oh, by who? Me, of course. Seeing this sure brings back memories. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little beat up. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. I mean, that's pretty impressive, building anything when you're in elementary school. I actually got to give you props. Your heart and soul? It'll work. Trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But it might be a problem with it exploding. Now, don't take my word for it. The R&D department's still working out the kinks, but maybe in the past it exploded. Maybe. Hypothetically. Of course. Don't hold me legally liable for that. So it's gonna beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves? But isn't it better that way? Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl. Right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal. We're gonna find it, right? Right. Now, first, let's find that sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough look-see, pal. Sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal it's picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, chunk that bug sweeper away, because it will probably explode. Maybe. Definitely not. I'm sorry. We're not being recorded, right? Oh, yeah, we are. The listening device. You better find that, because I need to destroy it. Press enter to lock onto it. I don't know what button that is. There's going to be a lot of things that are giving off radio waves, so let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious. Okay, pal? Give me a yell if you find a bug. Got it, pal? Okay. The radio is on and playing something. It's Kids Question Corner. Professor, why is the Earth round? You fool. You believe the Earth is real? Yeah, why is it, Mr. Nick? Well, why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? Oh no, is Phoenix a flat earther? He doesn't want to even talk about the idea of a round Earth? I mean, it's probably not you. You seem way too obvious. Growl! Ah! This must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots. It's a robot? It's a real robot? Yeah, man, don't you know every Japanese piece of media has to either have a school or a mech? No schools, but that's basically a mech. So we fulfilled the criteria, so we don't have to be taken out, in the back alley and shot in the leg for infringing on anime culture. Mr. Nick! Yeah? How many horsepowers is it? How many horsies? Horsies? Well, look, it's a bear, so, like, 1 bearsies? I mean, we'll look at the TV. Doesn't seem to be giving off any radio waves there, Nick. Keep a careful eye. What are you talking about, man? Oh, I guess we weren't quite on it. I don't really think the listening place is in the TV of all places. Looks like the TV was left on and now it's showing an old samurai movie. Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies as well as domestic ones. You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, man, people had bad taste back then. Wow, these Japanese stars are really gonna look good in English. Yeah, they'll totally localize them, Pearl. Yeah, the next season will be coming out any day now. When I grow up, I want to study Japanese. I should probably keep my mouth shut here and not destroy your dream. What? Lamp check. Listening device? Nope. There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick? Yeah, and they're all on. You shouldn't do that. Oh, is it in the frickin' wine glass? No? I mean, it kind of makes sense. Almost. You don't think about it. A cell phone. Nope, no bugs in here. A cell phone? What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is. Sorry, I've never seen one before. Now that she mentions it. My cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Crane Village. And Pearls has never lived outside of that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. What, do you guys not have any phones? I mean, it's probably one of the bears. Or like one of the non-conspicuous bears. Like, it could be the bear outside. What's this? It looks like sort of a hot water pot, but... Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out. I thought it said caffeine. I was like, I mean, you're right, Phoenix, but like, you're a little to the point. Really, this pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of? See, there's our girl. I don't think there's anything like that, Pearls. Sorry. This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Hey, so you guys found it yet? The listening device? I mean, I don't need to destroy it. I haven't incriminated myself. The Fifth Amendment exists now, apparently, so I can just use that. Yeah. No, not yet, but this bear's eye is very scary. Let's see. Perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we got. And then it's alive, and it eats him. No, you can't! Such a violent act! Oop! No! Here's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. But wait! There's a transmitter and a timer? Oh, what? Transmitter, pal! Come on, man. Phoenix, I'm supposed to be dumber than you. You don't even know what a transmitter is? Oh, you're a real... I was gonna think of something like some kind of funny, weird insult to call you, but I'm just gonna call you a foolish fool who has no fooldom of what you're fooling. Oh, is this, more high-tech stuff? So this tiny thing is a camera? Yep, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's small, high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. Oh, it's a video camera? It runs on a battery, which means it comes in with a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. This is only the camera part here, pal. Tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else. Somewhere else? The footage is changed into radio waves and then it's sent off to that recorder. So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? Hey, you know what? You're right. Actually, I'm right. So I guess it recorded the murder. We just have to get access to the camera, or the recording. So what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends the footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. Like an egg timer, except for murder. You can set it to turn on the camera on and record it at a certain time. You can set it for a certain time? Yep, let's see, this one looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour. 8 p.m.? That was the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess. And that's what the alarm is for, I guess. Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here? Or like the alarm is there, maybe? Well, it could have just been that it went off at 8 just out of coincidence. I don't know if it goes off every hour or just at 8. I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder. Then maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. What? And if you think about it, the angle the bear's at, it's bound to have a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. So, now that Juan is dead, right, his items go into the public domain, therefore I can keep this bear and put it in the office? Yes? No objections? Alright. Gumshoe, load up the bear. So there was a camera in this bear's eye, and it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Corita this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there has got a video of what happened here that night. Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is? It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Oh. Is there really no way to find out? I mean, we have to, you know, has Matt ever sent a bear? Has, like, his company, has anyone, you know, related to him ever sent a bear? I got it! What? Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. I promise I won't stick it up my butt. I have been needing to get a colonoscopy, but, you know, with the paycheck being cut off, and they ain't giving me insurance for years after I blew my hand off for the second time with my pistol. You know, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go around electronic shop and see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's like already 9 p.m. Also, I'm pretty sure, like, more than one person will have bought it. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Okay. And then you'll dramatically give us the evidence at the turning point in the trial? Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeehaw! I prefer thinking of him letting off a big yeehaw than a regular old yeah. He's gone. Yeah. But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake. With mystery, I always manage to do those things in the most inefficient ways, right? Ah! Hello, it is me, Smugworth, your greatest friend and pal. You'll have to excuse me, I just heard your conversation just now. Edgy boy, what are you doing here? The rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time. I see, thanks. Don't thank me yet, we still have to find her. So there was a spy camera hidden in this stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right? You know the stuffed bear, little girl? I have no idea. Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade and only a small number of these are exported here. What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got to this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is. Can you really do that, Mr. Nick? Can he? Well, I guess so. 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. Just put that in my back pocket. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. Stuffed bear snatched up by Edgeworth. See you soon, right? What? Wait! How the hell did you fit that in your pocket? Since when did you become a JRPG protagonist with infinite inventory weight? What? I mean, we do have a lot of stuff in our pocket as well. And we do have an entire guitar case stuffed back there. It's not as big as a frickin' bear, though. Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. Besides that, Wright. Until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, Wright. Everything begins with the truth. Doesn't everything end with the truth? Juan Corrida's real killer, Miss Andrews' past. Kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal for Mr. On Guard. And this card, Shelley Day Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is to find the truth. Well, I guess we're just gonna go to bed now. Farewell, probably the last investigation. It was nice knowing you. I will love and cherish and remember you, and as we go into the hell that is the actual trial. No, that still says investigation. Okay, never mind, that's not, okay. I thought it was kind of weird that he was like, I gotta find them all tonight, and then it like did the to be continued thing, like he was going to bed, but so there's 2 phases of the investigation. Well, that's good. Because I do feel like we were still missing some evidence. It's past 9 PM already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya. These things take time. I'd say probably not. Police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. You're right. Of course I am. Let's water up again. Wait, my mouth just got very dry all of a sudden. So the real person who killed Mr. Kurita was that assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right? And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who was his client? You mean, who asked for the murder? That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, they're still a killer. Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Mrs. Andrews? Probably not. But if she was the client, why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself? But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be Pat Ongard himself. If Mr. Ongard really did hire the assassin, then he is not innocent at all. Far from it. He would be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. Ongard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him... Mr. Ongard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrido? Oh, yeah, that was the question. He did not kill him. And he doesn't believe that he's killed him. So he's not lying. Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone. That includes Juan Corrido, okay? So it's due to the phrasing of the question. I didn't see any Cyclops at the time. Actually, that reminds me. Did you remember something, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. What is this interesting thing? No, I meant she literally said something interesting. Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. He lost the Grand Prix. He was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Mr. Ongard's secret? What is his secret? I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corrido was going to reveal this secret. That means... Mr. Ongard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corrido silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Ongard. There's no way around it now. Alright, Pearls, we're breaking into prison. I don't know. What do you think about Maya? One more day. Yeah, if we can bring the trial to its end, she'll be back. Don't worry. I decided I won't cry anymore, Mr. Nick. You're so brave and holding strong for Mystic Maya, so I have to do the same. If only I'd studied harder during my training. Girl, you're 8. I could be a bigger help to you, Mr. Nick. Don't worry about it. Really, Pearls, you're doing a great job. Mr. Nick, is there a waterfall around here? What is it with you fays and your waterfalls? I feel that it must be made new under the rushing spring waters. It will be as refreshing as a spring breeze. Dude? Sorry, Pearls. The only body of water around here is a lake. Oh, thanks anyway. This is the first time I've ever met someone who loves to eat instant noodles. Something tells me Gumshoe isn't eating them because he genuinely likes them, but... He's working so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake. I'm gonna get him lots and lots of instant noodles as a thank you present. With what? You ain't got no money. Well, actually, you probably have more money than us, now that I think about it. Is it really alright for us to trust him? This person, Mr. On Guard. I don't know. I can't even answer that for myself. I have to go see him one more time. That's the only way to know for sure. What you think about Miley? What you think about John Doe? What you think about Adrian? Why did Miss Andrews... Why did she frame Mr. On Guard, Mr. Nick? He has some sort of grudge against Mr. On Guard, but why is that? That's something we still have to figure out. Let's go ask her, okay? Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Think we could sneak into the room now, maybe? But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of this secret Mr. Kurita held about Mr. On Guard. And Miss Andrews' real intentions. Those are two things I must know tonight. But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center? That's why I said we're breaking into jail, Pearls. I guess we'll have to commit a crime, Pearls. It's the only way inside. Alright, Pearls. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go punch this old lady in the face, turn ourselves in, and get a meeting with Mr. On Guard. What is it, whippersnappers? All I know is nothing has to do with anything that has to do with you is ever good. What? Nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Just like now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. Now I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made? I don't know, and frankly, I don't care, but the request came from Edgeworth, so... Edgeworth? And he said... If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm gonna feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. This is absolutely top secret, so you better keep it to yourself. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents. Very interesting. I'm trying to advance, but it won't let me. Police. There we go. I'm sure it was, you know, it was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, that gossip isn't going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Kurita. I'll let you in on another secret, young'un. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself, as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. Do you want to know about that one and the manager, right? Yes, that's why I'm hitting the A button and nothing's happening. Technically the X button, the cross button. Actually, as I hear it, there was something of a refreshing pair of those two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know? That manager woman Juan had. The other one. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impacts, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yeah, that one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know? Married? You mean to Mr. Kurita? Really, the young kids these days don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the what? So we can... It probably wasn't due to, the Kurita guy. It must have had something to do with Matt. Caused her to commit suicide? Why would Miss Impacts want to kill herself? She was going to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. Oh. What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? I don't know. Quit saying my name. They had a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? So I guess Juan was kind of to blame, potentially? It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why did he do that? That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. Let's see. Night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager Celeste killed herself. How terrible. Wonder what happened between those two. Okay. I mean, I don't think we have anything to present, but... You ever seen an attorney's badge? I assume you're still stonewalling us on that front, so... I guess we'll keep moving? On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. Looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Does that mean I can go back to the dude's room? No? Okay. Doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronics stores. Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner. Looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe is doing for us. Mr. Nick? Yeah? Where's the lettuce? We don't believe in that shit. I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before. Oh, I guess I have to give up on making a salad then. Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. Visiting hours ended a few hours ago. Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk to Mr. Ongard tonight. But, isn't what we have to ask very important? Yeah, but I don't think that matters to the guard. Criminal affairs? Feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. Ongard's lawyer, right? Yeah, yes, sir. Well, we finally just found the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for the Ongard case? We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now? Who is this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. It's you! What? Mr. Nick. Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. Someone we know very well. I've already called them so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Go on, get out of here. Thank you very much. This is such good news, Mr. Nick. Go talk to your heart's content. I'm hitting the button. Any second now. Come on. There we go. Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. It seems as though my true face has been revealed. I was an elite businessman who made deals with the entire world. I was the young successor and CEO to a colossal corporate conglomeration. But my real self is that of a regular, everyday policeman. Stop doing image training and get over yourself out of there in the field. Sure, they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. That means that both Mr. Ongard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? We'll see Andrews first. And we will talk to both of them in the next video. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.